Hello, we're back in the studio here at IFSEC 2014. Delighted to be joined by Mike Hurst from ASIS International. Tell me what ASIS International is and what your role is in it, Mike.
Well, I'm Vice Chairman of the chapter in the UK, but ASIS International is a global community of 38,000 security professionals, and really everyone's got a role in the protection of people, property, assets, information, and really practitioners of security, really.
And what are the key benefits, I guess, of membership?
Well, it's being part of that global community. There's chapters in 200 countries, and there's education programs. We've got our standards and guidelines, which are ANSI standards, so you can take part of that. We have an educational program for the CPP and PSP and PCI, which are globally recognised qualifications. So it's really being part of the profession, really.
Now, you've got a stand here at IFSEC, haven't you? What sort of stuff can we see and do on your stand?
Well, give it a plug, it's B1800, but really we're promoting the global conferences in Singapore, in Abu Dhabi, in Frankfurt, in London, in America, but also the standards, the guidelines and the educational, really. So it's promoting standards, really, overall.
Now, how long have you been involved, associated with the show for?
Well, this is my 25th IFSEC. As I keep saying to people, I started very young. So I remember coming when it was first in London in Olympia, and then the shift to Birmingham, and then back to London again. So it's changed a bit.
Now, in that case, you've seen an awful lot of changes over the last, 25 years or so. What are the main sort of changes that you've seen in the industry in that time?
Well, I suppose it is that move to IP and to, digital technology. I mean, now everything here now is over an IP backbone, whereas beforehand everything was standalone. Now it's all integrated and digital. So that's the big thing, really.
And if IP's defined the last decade or so, would you say, then what sort of stuff do you see that might define the next decade of technology in the industry?
Well, I think the one thing that is already here is what they call the PSIM, which is the Physical Security Information Management, which are bringing everything together, and ways of using the data, because you collect a lot of data on people, on movement and everything else, and it's how you best utilise that for the benefit of the business and benefit of the corporation, rather than just for security.
I guess that's big data and analytics, really making, like you say, making use of all of that data.
Well, it is really, and also just in the general security profession, I think the people who are forward thinking are the ones who are saying, well, security is a business enabler, not a business preventer. And it's how you can demonstrate a return on investment on security technology and security practices. So that's it.
I guess that's one of the interesting things, because businesses, the perception is that security is a drain on the business. But when you're trying to present the business case for investment in infrastructure, in technology, that's the challenge for a lot of security professionals, isn't it?
Well, it is. There's a chap I know who does a lot of presenting called Martin Smith, and one of the things he always says to people is, why do cars have brakes? And cars have brakes so they can go faster. So they're saying you have security so you can do more. So it's hard to grasp it, but that's what it's about, really. That's what it's all about.
Terrific. So, Mike Hurst, thank you very much indeed for joining us. One more plug, whereabouts is your stand and where can we find out more?
B1800, and I'll see you there.
Thank you very much indeed, Mike Hurst. And of course, we're all over the social media here. We've got a hashtag on Twitter, that's IFSEC TV. See you later.